I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel, she, they.
I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, also she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him. I play Ora, he, him.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
Hi, I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Ballantyne, he, him.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. So, you guys have taken a few jobs and you got yourselves back to Dustmere. The latest of which was an unpaid one out to a suspicious ship that had been stranded at sea. And out there you found some kind of strange ritual had taken place. The ship was abandoned, but for the bodies on the lower deck, there was a crazy dude with a tattoo that Freya recognised, and he killed himself.
The tattoo.
Yeah. And you guys escaped, destroying the boat with the fuel that was supposedly there to burn it down the first time. Whoever messed up.
Yeah, they really messed up. That was easy to burn down.
And
Ship show.
yeah. And leaving, you took the big bench with you, and inside was the captain. On his body was the letter identifying the ship as one of Gaspar De Avicco's, a lost vessel. And you made your way back to the city, where you bedded down for the night in the coal and petal and in the hideout. Oh no! Just before that, actually, there was a little excursion out to the GNS temple, to the blacksmith, the haunt of auras, and behind the counter of the coal and petal was a strange, tanned half-elf man that causes a bit of a stir.
He's also strong.
Strong-looking half-elf man, and after panicking a little bit, but possibly for the best, Amaya got everyone back into Kazaria's, reported it, and you guys decided to lock it up yourselves after this guy left. You then became the staff for a brief period of the morning. You went to the block, you got your jobs for the Debiles Ball. You've got to go to the Debiles Ball, the magistrate guy said behind the desk, to actually confirm the jobs. And just as you were meeting up with Aura, who'd been mapping out the Debiles estate, in the meantime, Freya saw in the Mariners Market, a greyish-skinned tiefling man through a little bit of the crowd. He had an amulet at his throat and stubble on his head and face, and he was staring at Moxie. And a moment later, he was gone.
Sorry, I'm not looking at dresses. Yes. Yeah, there was a guy watching you.
Do I hear that?
If you're all close, and I mean, if you whispered it, maybe you would have heard. Yeah, sure, you might have heard it.
But watching me?
He had a necklace.
So he was grey-skinned.
Grey-skinned.
Fuck. You know, that could be right.
Wakefields or?
Yeah. Ooh, we're getting you back to the hideout. Now. Getting out of the fucking... Is there anywhere that's like clustered enough that we could make her invisible without many people noticing?
The easiest place would be the alleyway that you're not far from. You're in the middle of the market. It's a couple of
The alleyway
walk.
to Kaz's, or
Yeah.
just...
Guys, just...
Yeah.
Human shield. Human shield.
Okay.
We're getting you back to the hideout now.
You make a human shield around Moxie, and she stands there.
Okay, this is not conspicuous.
This isn't conspicuous at all. Split
I
up.
thought we were in the
make
alley
you-
doing the human shield.
No,
You're in the middle of the market.
Split up, make your way back to Kaz's when you can. And I'm like dragging Moxie a little bit back to Kaz's.
Just a heads up though, if Moxie doesn't come with us to confirm her job, Moxie
Yeah.
can't get into the ball.
But we can do it another day I will explain why she needs to run in a minute.
I will say that you, Freya, saw he was at a distance. His skin was greyish. Hard to say. Morning sun, it was pale. So I'm not going to say to you outright he had grey skin.
Okay.
You saw him from a distance. It was greyish.
Even so, I probably think the worst of that.
And I will need to check something with you guys because there is a disparity between two notes. It's not the end of the world, but we'll just check after the session.
Let's go.
Okay.
Split up, don't be conspicuous.
Let's go look at this lovely market stall.
Okay. Look at the market stall, Freya. Isn't it pretty?
What beautiful goods.
Yes. These
woman's-
items are crafted well.
The woman's like stuffing like old rags into a bag. Like,
I'd like
You
to
alright?
purchase one of these rags, please.
takes it out of the bag. You what?
Are they for sale?
Sure. Normally we sell the clean ones, but
Maybe we'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Alright.
we're just looking at the moment.
Browsing.
Browsing, yeah.
carries on stuffing.
Alright.
Okay.
We keep going up to the estate.
So what are you guys doing? You're taking Moxie back.
I guess, yeah.
Was the
Yeah.
plan for everyone to go back?
No.
I thought
If-
it was just split.
I mean, we need to get back now. If you
Okay.
want to come back in a little bit, but we have to go. It's up to you.
Go. Will it take us a long time to get back out here?
Oh no, you're like 2 minutes from Kazaria's.
Oh, okay. Let's go there then.
Okay.
Although, like, separately. Let's go around the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Go into the pub and then through the kitchen.
Are you guys trying to like stealth it back down?
Yeah.
And, okay, so roll stealth checks.
Should
then.
we roll stuff?
Yeah, if you're all trying to be unnoticed, roll stealth checks.
Natural 20.
Very
Yes,
nice.
mama.
Not bad.
One of them was a natural
Okay.
20,
Oh, you've got
yeah.
disadvantage, don't you?
but the other was an 18 for a 19.
Very nice.
Nice. 14.
No more clank.
Nice. What did you get?
Natural 20.
Very nice. A total of
21.
nice.
15.
Uh,
No, wow, 10. I mean 15.
Yeah, 18.
Okay.
22.
Okay, wow, everyone did really well. Yeah, you, in a flash, you're moving with crowds, you split up, you stagger your approach, some of you go into Cold Petals, some of you go down the alleyway. You guys are back into Kazaria's. She is out. But you're in
Start
there.
getting your stuff.
So what just happened? I'm confused.
Grey-skinned tieflings are from a very particular family that we really don't want finding us. And from what I remember, they are pretty chummy with some half-elves. They are... If it's a grey-skinned tiefling, it's Wakefield, and Wakefield are assassination.
That's not good.
They do work with half-elves, which would suggest scouting, so we are not safe here anymore.
What did he... What did he look like? You said he had like a necklace or something?
Yeah, he had a black choker.
It was a, I mean, it
Is it
looked
like
like,
the other
it
ones?
looked like an Absolver thingy that you saw.
Oh, like the
Didn't
other
that
guy.
thing in the cage have an amulet?
Oh yeah, we
In the
forgot to
sewer.
tell you there was another one.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah, it looked like that, but it was a distance, like I said. All I'll say that he for certain was he was a man. He was wearing ragged clothes, and he had stubble on his, almost like the same stubble here and on his head. He had pale skin.
It is, there are a number of people it could be. If it's pale skin, then it's B family and it's not much better. But I'm not risking that. I'm not risking that right now. I did not.
It could be Batista. We don't know where he's gone. He
I don't
didn't.
know where he's gone, but what are the chances? One man versus many.
Batista, what does he look like?
So he was. So yeah, it's a pale skin. He's quite tall, quite muscular. He was bald last time I saw him.
Could be
It's not
him.
enough. Could be. Could be.
I'm not risking your life on this unless we're certain.
We don't know that they found Kaz's hideout, though. Right?
Can help. Yeah, as far. Yeah, there was that one guy did tell us and found Kaz's hideout, but
You talking about D?
yeah, but I wasn't there, but I knew that.
Yeah.
He was a private investigator.
And he followed you guys.
We don't know how many times we've been followed. We have not necessarily been the sneakiest coming back here. I made a promise, and I'm not putting you at any more risk.
But where would you go?
That I'd need to think about.
I mean, Kaz has said it many times.
Yeah, but smart as Kaz is, she doesn't think about the wider picture of this. I don't want to talk about this right now.
But now seems as good a time as any.
You really want to go into this?
Well, yeah, I guess.
You really want to go into the promise that I made where I had to say I wasn't going to bury another one of my fucking siblings? I'm not doing it.
Who did you promise that to?
You know, when you are born as the spare, that your job is not actually to sit and be there left over. Your job is to make sure that the heir doesn't die. So when Ansel died, and we don't know where I was, I don't remember. I just know that one day he was gone. I can remember is the screaming and the crying and smashing your door down to make sure that you ate. I remember the arguments and the wine and the whiskey that Kaz had to make me drink so that I would go to sleep. I stood there next to you while the pallbearers took down our brother, and I was not allowed to go with them because of the optics, Jacqueline. Because it wouldn't look right not to have the grieving daughter sat there, but really the unspoken bit of that was it wasn't right to have the person who should have died carrying the coffin. And so I had to make a promise that I wasn't going to do it again.
It was just a training accident. There's nothing you could have done to.
I should have pushed him out of the way. The amount of scraps I got into to stop him from getting hurt, I should have been there. And I should have been the one who died.
You can't be serious. Enough.
And the worst part of this is you don't even need me anymore. Do you not think I've noticed? I know I don't give you enough credit for how fucking powerful you've become. I know. And the worst part of all of this is that I still have to bury one of my fucking siblings. You get your stuff together. I will find us somewhere else to stay. I'm going out and I go to leave.
Yeah, no, as you go to leave, I cast web over the door. Completely blocking the door. You're not going anywhere.
Drop this spell, Regina, now.
No, you're not going anywhere. We need to think about this. Don't just walk out. You need to think for a moment. You need to be calm. You need to think things over.
I am calm, Regina.
This is not calm. I'm sorry. No, Sentinel. No, Mittens. I'm sorry.
You're gonna say sorry and still call me Mittens in the same fucking sentence?
What are you guys doing?
Watching. Like, I'm pouring another glass. It's like 8 a.m.
You guys have problems.
It's like TV.
We don't have anywhere else to go.
We can't get out. We don't have
Webbed.
If only there was a window.
I Fine, I storm into Kaz's room and I try and use the window out the side to climb up onto the
Okay.
roof.
I drop web now.
Yeah, you go through into the bedroom. Would you follow, Moxie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so you follow her into the bedroom. You see her opening the window. There's a metal shutter. It's not locked from the inside. It's got a lever. Unlocks, slides down, pushes it out. It's about a foot wide. So you've got to climb out.
It's not my business, but I can cast Hold Person.
Some people like to watch the world.
No, yeah. But so could she scramble through the window?
Oh yeah. She could fit
I've
through.
done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, well, so you trying to go out the window and just try and pull you back.
Okay. Roll. Yeah, you guys. If you guys are doing this, roll athletics, I guess, for Moxie, or and then it would be either for you. Yeah, you're trying to escape.
I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
she
an 11
slips through the
for me.
grip. Start climbing out through the window.
Sentinel!
I'm climbing up to the rooftops.
This is really discreet, isn't it?
You make your way up. As you make your way up through the side of the alleyway, you get to a point where the shade ends and you're into the sunlight. Bless you. You climb up onto the roof. It's a small flat area. And there's a little dome on top that sometimes Kaz gets messages via Desert Sparrow. And it is baking hot on the roof.
Okay, and sit in the dome. I'm assuming it's a bit shaded in the dome.
Yeah, it's very small, but it's only a small thing, but you can sit to the side of it in the shade and you make yourself small enough, you can definitely have shade there.
And I just start crying.
Yeah, I can probably hear that, so I give it like a couple of seconds. Well, yeah, give it like 10 seconds and then make my way up.
Okay.
Making my way.
So you make your way up and you hear her crying as you're climbing the side of the building. And you get up onto the roof as well. You see the dome, the flat expanse, and the different red tiles and whitewashed roofs of Dustmere.
Yeah, and I just go and hug her.
I don't push you off or anything. Bury all of my siblings.
Plot twist.
It was Sentinel.
Oh shit. Do you guys stay there for a while?
Yeah, and just say it's okay. You said I'm strong, but you're also very strong, and we need both of us. We're not completely helpless anymore, and we can fight. We won't go down. Yeah, we won't go down not swinging.
Yeah, but I don't want you to go down at all. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, and I don't want you to go down either. We'll figure this out. I mean, it's all my fault that we're here.
It's not your fault.
I'm the reason we had to run away. Why we can't sleep in our own beds anymore.
It's not your fault, Gina.
No, I mean, it is my fault.
Gina, you were doing what you always do. I don't know why this time it was different. It's not your fault. Something changed in him and he made a judgment that he's never made before.
Wait, you're talking about Dad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always used to like my pranks.
Yeah.
Said it reminded him of Mum.
Yeah. You are a lot like her.
Yeah, what was she like?
I remember a lot. I was still only little when she died. She liked me more than he did. She was the one who convinced him to let me go and follow Ansel around. That was her doing. He did not. I was supposed to get sold off in a political marriage. That was my goal. That was my end goal from him. Me.
I suppose that was probably my destiny as well.
Nah. He'd have kept you around. You're cute.
What are you guys doing when they crawl back onto the roof?
We're probably like standing there. I can hear everything.
You're probably just relaying all of it. Just like...
It's a fair way up.
Yeah.
Fair way up, so...
So, is anyone else got people wandering around looking for him to kill them?
Probably. Well, yes.
So I feel like this is happening a lot now.
Sorry, I don't think anyone wants
let's
to kill me.
It's probably just grumpy that wants to kill you.
No shit, we're alright now. We're good.
Eugene, is anyone trying to kill you?
Not that I know of. I mean, apart from the grind incident, I did upset. What was his name?
Fabian.
Yeah.
the same
but
guy you mentioned earlier.
I haven't been to the Grand since, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
So if we do have to leave, we can
It
go
would
to
be-
Thingy's house.
Oh, what, Eskil's old gaff. He's not there anymore.
We could go to mine. There's no one there anymore. I looked the other day.
So we have options.
Yeah.
For a minute I thought you meant out of the city. I was like, oh, that'd be lovely.
Well,
this heat, but...
Yes,
I
that would be nice.
I do need to leave the city at some point. I need to find Ali before it's too late.
Add it to the to-do list.
Bring out a giant scroll.
How long do you guys stay out there for?
So like 5-10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What are you guys doing up there at the moment then?
I'm getting one of the mellowing cigarettes that I bought in. Just one of the chill out, what they're basically the equivalent of the dank ganja.
So you light up one of those,
Moxie's not getting any, fuck that.
you get a good buzz on.
Sorry,
time
let
is
me
it?
just change the quantity.
Yeah, isn't it still like midday?
Yeah, it's probably, I would say, it's late morning. So do you guys come down eventually?
Yeah.
Or do you have more to discuss?
Are we good?
We're always good, Gina.
Do we think Gaspar was looking for the God's Lantern?
No, didn't we think that he was just looking for the graven god and the God's Lantern was a thing that was there? He might not have known about it.
I just worry we're walking around with it and we're going to break into this ball. If he's going to do...
It will not be in my purse when we go into the ball.
It don't even fit. It's heavy. Sentinel comes down with Moxie and they seem a lot better.
Something's obviously going to happen at this ball, I think. Are we taking him tools that he needs?
Well, we're not taking him anything. I'm putting everything that we need to in the house. It's fine. It's not even going to be on this plane of existence.
Yeah, it's not like he can knock the door down.
He'd need a special way to get in there, and by the sounds of that, I'm the only one who can get there at the moment.
There you go. Are you too good?
Good enough for now.
I make everyone get in a really awkward group hug.
Oh, yeah.
It's all good, guys.
I use Mage Hand, which I now have to scuff Amira.
I'm just looking at the floor.
Ow!
Just let me out that fuck.
Fuck you. Try to help.
So we're still going to the ball.
We're still going to the ball.
Let's go get some jobs and dresses and outfits. Finally,
a bit
Matt.
more careful.
Well, they're saying that if we're going to go for a, if it sounds like a potential interview, should we leave anything of importance here? Because if we're going into the estate, will they search us for a job interview? I don't know.
I don't really have anything on me that they would take.
Well, we're not going in. You can leave anything important.
I don't think we'll be able to take weapons with us.
I'm not carrying a weapon.
Just these.
Except your sword.
It's at this point that everyone realises Amaya does not realise her sword is classed as a weapon.
And also your saber.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you're carrying your sword on, your belt.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, you got that longbow as well.
Just fucking arm to the sea.
You could probably get away with one.
Yeah.
I mean, Dustmere's rough enough city that you can probably get away with one weapon for personal defense.
Alright, I'm going to put everything down except my special sword.
Okay. So you guys heading out to the Glitters, to the Debar's estate.
Yes.
Is that the plan?
I'm
First
going
port of call.
I'm going to disguise myself this time.
Nice. Yeah.
Just generic female tiefling number 2.
Okay.
I am disguised as generic half-elf number 3.
Nice. Haven't been here for a while.
Why not?
Good reflexes.
Okay,
After the amount of wine I've
you make your way across the market to the Glitters.
I also
Same guys
look out for people as well.
Sure, roll a perception check.
I'm constantly watching.
Are
we going
always.
with them to the...
Are you
do you
all
want to keep together?
clothing
we
or-
can keep together, yeah.
Are they not going to piece together?
Shall we-
We should go in smaller groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe go in smaller routes. Maybe we just go straight to the tailors and we just go and...
Okay, so the 2 guests, you're going to go to the tailors that you know.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one that Kaz got the thing made at, right? That you haven't, then you've been. Or
I
are you
mean,
talking about someone?
you've not read the whole thing that I sent you because there is a tailors that we
Was that in the new bit?
frequented. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll let you lead that then. So you guys will do that. The rest of you who have job letters, you're going to you go to the gates at the Glitters.
As we're walking up there though, off the back of what Sentinel said about not just... Freya said about not going in just like one big group, if we I can just turn up and be like, oh, hey, what's your name? I'm also here to get a job.
Oh, but you know my name.
I know, but we don't want them to think
Problem
that all 4 of
identified.
us are together. We want, because that might look suspicious, so if we pretend we don't know each other, turn up 30
Can I help
seconds
you? Are you
apart.
looking to come through? Or are you just
We're not
standing?
there yet, this isn't the walk up.
Yeah, at the gate to the Glitters. It's to walk into the Glitters as well.
I'll go.
I meant as we're
went there
walking
the first
towards
time.
the Glitters.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about this as we're...
Okay.
Yeah, not in front... I'm not that dumb.
All right, okay.
Oh, so it's
Charlie's just trying to hurry us
we've got to
along.
lie.
It's not really a lie, it's just bending the truth backwards.
That's what a lie is, though, isn't it, really?
Bending the truth.
Yeah, but no one's going to be hurt by it, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's not hurting anyone, so it's fine.
I don't know if I can. I'll try, but
You can do
I
it,
might-
Eugene, I believe in you.
I mean,
Well, thank
if
you.
don't,
That's one of us.
you don't have to say anything, and then you're not lying at all.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Hello.
Eugene. I mean,
Papers. Papers.
I hand over my papers, I'm like, sorry about this guy, he's a bit weird.
sorry.
I don't think he knows where he's going.
I don't care. Yeah,
Cool,
hands you.
thanks.
What are you doing in there?
We're going
Jobs.
to get our jobs.
Alright. Who else is there?
I am, yeah.
And
Yeah,
you're...
I've gone alone because I went
Oh,
with
you're
them.
alright. So are you with them?
I went
Oh,
alone.
yeah, I'm with those.
Papers.
Yeah, share my papers. Yeah.
And you what are you disguised as?
Female tiefling, yeah.
Alright. Alright, he opens the door.
Thanks.
She'll let you through the gate.
That was close.
Eugene, I think I'd give you maybe room for improvement on that one.
I thought I nailed that.
You kind of just shouted words at him.
Or are you going to give him your papers?
30
Yeah.
seconds later.
You get through the gate. You move down. Are you going to stay separated then?
I'm gonna hang back a bit and let Moxie and Eugene go first.
Okay, so you're going you two first, then you, and then Aura behind.
Yeah, because also if anyone tries to drop Moxie, I'm behind them with my sword.
Okay. So you all walk down the glitters in a line.
No, in a line.
A long line.
I'm casually walking, hands in pockets, whistling.
Okay.
I'm just sweating. It is pretty hot.
You arrive at the...
It's the Keep Casual crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our group name.
Gotta get those t-shirts.
You arrive
Squad.
at a large gate. 8 feet tall. Gold on the top of the gate is a square coin, the hole in the middle, on a black enamelled background circle. And at the front of the gates are 2 men in very nice looking gold and black and burnt orange armour. Hello.
Hi there. We have some of these letters of for work. We were told to speak to find Mr. Yules.
Oh yes, very good. Takes a look at the letter. Yes, okay. He opens the gate. Lets you guys through.
Thank you very much.
Follow the path down to the front of the house. You'll meet the steward should be around the front to speak to the servant if he is not clearly visible. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
As you guys move through the estate, you can see. Oops. You can see people unloading things off to the far side. You approach, and you see a huge, sprawling manor house. And in front of it, there are bushes of brown and yellow leaves. He has Malterite obelisks, miniature ones, dotted within the mazes of these bushes. And they're not tall mazes, they're, sort of 4 feet. And, it's quite tall, and there are deliveries from carriages. There's some of them shuttling things to and from the gate that you've just gone by, so you have to step aside on the gravel and they hiss past. And you approach the front of the house. Soon after, the next Amaya, you arrive at the gate. You do the same?
Yep.
Okay, you show them the papers, you make your way through. And Aura? You the same as well?
Yeah.
So individually,
T. Johnson.
You make your way through the front gardens of the De Biles estate. This beautiful house, stone. There's about 4 stories that you can see. Battlements on top. A small tower. It's kind of, for us, it'd be almost like a Victorian-esque kind of thing. There's vines of orange ivy growing down one side. And you arrive at the front. You guys first. You're met at the front door on the steps by a small middle-aged woman with ginger hair. She looks at you and smiles. Hello. Are you here for?
Oh yes. Both of us are here for jobs for the ball.
Lovely. Follow me. She takes you through the front of the house. If you follow, that's fine.
Is it still just me and Moxie?
At the moment, these guys have made a gap. So, and as you walk through, she starts saying, "You're not one of those silly ones that sort of worship him, are you?" It's very odd for me to ask that question.
Silly ones?
Well, yes, he's.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I see what you mean. No,
Mr. Well, yes. I mean, our Duke has arrived. Wonderful to have him in the house. We're just tidying up, and she's kind of mumbling to
There's
herself.
still a great deal of people that worship.
Oh, I don't think so. It's all a bit silly. I think it's all a bit silly. She takes you through the house. It's all people pulling sheets down from things and dusting them, and you go into a room, a waiting room. It's covered. There's loads of busts of marble. There's heads hung on the wall of like sand hulks and Kazels, and there's a sofa of velvet, thick rug. And you eventually, all of you, appear in this waiting room together. And after a while, should you guys sit still, let me know if you don't.
Yeah, there was just one thing I want to do. Like, as I walk through all of this, can I try and piece together, like from memory, the map, and sort of when if we're sat in the waiting room for a little while, I'll try and discreetly sort of add anything new that I've seen to the map and like try and fill in some of the gaps.
Roll an intelligence check.
You got it.
Please no.
Actually, this is kind of... It's not a million miles away from some of your background, so because it's kind of tracking in a way and maps and land.
Yeah.
So you can do a survival check if you like.
Do you want me to re-roll that or take what I had?
No, keep the same die. If survival's better than intelligence, otherwise stick with intelligence.
It probably is. That's a 5. It would have been a dirty 1.
Yeah, you can see that you've done a pretty good job of getting either side of the house, but there's a middle part missing that's quite significant. Yeah. So you start sort of sketching the front of the house, but you know you'll probably have to you'd have to cast it again to get another impression of the centre of the house.
Okay. It's just sort of any notable things that I've passed that I'm just trying to piece together like where I am, what's up.
Sure, you are in a part that you haven't mapped. You're in the middle of the house right now.
Okay.
Okay. A few minutes pass. Do you do anything in that time? Aura mainly?
I was expecting you to do something.
No, as in you were thinking maps, so I'm wondering if you're doing anything other than that, but otherwise we can carry on.
How long has it been?
10 minutes or so.
I mean, like, since we left.
Oh, probably about 45 minutes.
Are we on our own?
At the moment you are, yes.
Cool, I'll recast Disguise Self just in case.
Nice. For those of you who are looking, there's a brief moment of Moxie and then...
A moment of Moxie.
back to normal.
And back to normal.
No, well, there's nothing else. I'm just trying to commit as much of this to memory as possible.
Sure. A tall, pale half-elf enters the room. He is sweating profusely, and he is in a robe that is so huge that it just swamps his frail frame.
First of all, we deny any affiliation with worshippers. Categorically, we are in line with the Empire Epithets law.
The Crown Duke is an honoured attendee of the Triumphant Chorus and a large donor. Are any of you here under pretenses that are not within the job description?
Nope.
Wonderful.
Here for work.
I'll see you all together. I haven't got time. So if you can follow me, please. And if you follow, you walk through these vast hallways there's like 20-foot ceilings. The walls are alabaster, white with filigreed, gold. And you enter his office. There's a huge dark wood desk, and there's a claustrophobic amount of curtains. It is hot, and they're all burnt orange and black, and it's dark. And he's just sitting there and he wipes his forehead.
Right, wonderful. You have the necessary paperwork then, I presume?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I hand it over.
Okay, you put them all out on the desk. Okay, guard, he goes through the motions. You'll be reporting to House Captain Herald. We'll not be providing armour. You'll service yourself with whatever you have, and he clicks his fingers. You see an elven attendee comes in, and he blinks at the heat of the room, and he hands you a tabard that you wear over your armour. It's the same orange and black with some gold in the threads.
Report back to the captain at the rear gardens after midday on the 6th Vard, please. Cooks. Who are the cooks?
That would be myself.
That's
us.
Okay. The same half-elf throws you guys a robe, a white robe and an apron. You will need to report to a Chef Lila after midday on the 6th. Be clean, please.
Do we not look clean yet?
No. You're filthy.
I got really offensive. I had a bath a couple of days ago.
Do I have a moment while he's dealing with the others when they're not paying sort of close attention to me?
Sure. He's passed you his tabard and he's moved on. He's looking at his notes.
Like half under the tabard, I want to open the compass.
Okay.
And I want to cast locate objects.
Okay. What are you going to locate?
A coil stone.
Any coil stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you locate something like that? Can you locate something that there are numerous?
It's an object that's known to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a familiar object specifically because could you be like
We've had shards of coil stones.
Yeah, but then like can it be any
specific,
or is it like
We've done it before where we've used locate object to.
You have to have seen it.
We've used it before to be able to identify and locate the statues of Gravens. Because that's what we did in the desert,
Yes,
but
you did.
I don't know if that's bending the rule. If that
Could
was
you
bending the rules
read?
enough.
Yeah, read it to me, Steve. If it says a specific object or a familiar object.
It is a specific object known to you.
Yeah, I don't actually have the spell.
We've got it up. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet. If the object is in motion, you can know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
There you go. Yes. So yes, it would work. So you open the compass, and you see the black oil and the sand pooling and splashing silently within the dome of the compass, and it shoots out a line straight ahead of you. It fades from reality, but in your vision it remains, and you see it threading through the house, through the corridors, around doors, and it stops in a room nearby.
Okay.
You would know that because you've cast it in this way, you're looking for just any coil stones.
Yeah.
Even shards.
You said coil stone, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. He carries
I'll
on.
make a note of the direction that is from here. Mentally and.
He looks at. He's not looking at you. So there you go. Speak to Lila midday. 6th of Odd. Scullery maid. Last one.
Yes, that's me.
Okay. If you get thrown a small apron, that's about it. Wear plain clothes. Smart if possible, and arrive with plenty of energy for washing dishes. Okay, should you complete your job satisfactorily, payment will be received the morning after the ball. Are there any questions?
So that's it, we'd have to interview for the position.
No.
Oh.
It's 2 gold a day, it's a single job. Obviously, if you're absolutely inept, then you won't get paid, but I'm assuming that's not the case.
Nope.
I know we're all very talented.
Lovely.
Well, I know I am. I don't know these people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Was there anyone I was supposed to report to, or do I just knock at the door?
Turn up to the kitchens, please.
Kitchens.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, well, one thing, and then he looks at the elf. He's like, they need the masks. Oh, and the elf walks off, comes back with these small, black, plain wooden masks that have just been painted black.
Ah, COVID safe.
They're only eye masks.
Reverse COVID safe.
They're like eye masks with a little bit of a nose, covers the bridge of your nose, and you get a mask each. Do you have any questions about the ball? It doesn't really pertain.
I do.
Yes.
Do we wear this while we cook?
Only if you're facing the guests.
Oh, okay. So if we're in a back kitchen, we have to wear it.
Yes, no, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Are the kitchens apart from where the guests will be, or will we be seeing the guests in the kitchen? So
it's up to Lila mainly. You may be going out to serve food or placing them on some of the tables, but that'll be up to Lila, not myself. I don't deal with that kind of thing. Yes, so be happy and all of that. It's ancient mysteries and magics is the theme of the party, apparently.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Great.
Well,
Thanks very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Start the writing.
I turn and leave.
Okay. Does everyone leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once we get out of the glitters, I'm going to say to Eugene, I'm like, sorry, I pretended I didn't know you, Eugene. I just thought it was safest. So they didn't think we were in a big, large,
understand.
suspicious group.
There's a there's definitely logic to that. I'm just not very good at bending the truth backwards, was it, you said?
That's why I did it for you, so you didn't have to.
I see. Yeah, sorry, I got a bit flustered.
No, I'm sorry if I offended you.
Oh no, I was not offended. I'm just not very good at that sort of thing.
It's okay. You'll learn.
I don't think so.
Yes, you will.
Okay, so while they're in there, what is team invited guests doing?
Going shopping!
Shopping one time.
Okay,
So jealous.
so is the tailor, whereabouts is it? Is it
Do
in
you want to
the...
just do what we get? Because obviously there's notes, or we can just go to a random tailor, it's fine.
It's up to you. Would you rather?
Whatever's easiest for you.
Well, I mean, you guys, you're familiar with the city, so you can go to a tailor of your choice. There's some, obviously there's like the family tailors in the Grand you probably wouldn't want to go to, I don't imagine. But the you know that there are some in the Mariners Market. There are permanent residents, like a bit like in the Coal and Petal. There's actual houses around the edge of the square, so you can go to one of those.
Yeah, we'll just go to one of those. That's
Yeah, sure. You enter. There is.
Before we go in, I change, in an alleyway, I change to a male tiefling that is similar skin colour and hair colour to me, the similar colouring.
Yeah. Oh, and like build and stuff.
Yeah.
Sure. So you're just kind of changing your features, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You walk in. It's a nice little. It's quite a cloistered little shop, and it smells of old wood and steam from pressing fabrics. And there's a thin human woman with very tanned skin, freckles all over her face, and she's got curls that aren't too dissimilar to Freya's. Hello.
Yes, looking for a rush job on suit and dress for the ball.
Wonderful. I haven't done one of these. I look forward to it. And she puts down a massive scissors. What are we looking for?
Go nuts.
So crazy.
I mean, do you have any recommendation? I can't say I've done this before.
Well, I can't say for sure about the ball. It tend to have themes, that kind of thing. But
Do we know what the
Do we
theme
know
is?
what the thing would?
They
Does it
just
say
found
on the
out.
Yeah, we've not even
You-
seen the tickets.
to be fair,
Wasn't Freya at the
You were at the-
block with
the
us
block.
where he said it was a masquerade?
You
we
know
were
it's-
all, but we were all
yeah, you know
there.
it's a masquerade.
Oh, yeah, we were there.
Yeah,
That's true.
so you know it's a masquerade. You don't know that it's like ancient magics, I guess, because you weren't there. But
All right.
What was from when I was last here, what was the latest women's fashion for balls and events?
sure,
Yeah,
it would
Chelsea,
have.
what's the latest women?
It would have been. It's usually dictated by Sahira, and that all like echoes outwards. So Dustmere is very far behind Sahiran fashion, but you guys as families, you would usually have quite a decent idea of what and you lead some of the fashion in the city. It's likely going to be clean lines, dresses with sort of mixes of stiff fabrics and softs. People with the last time that you went to an event that was not like this, obviously, but anything of that remote, like within the last year, relatively like pointed shoulders. People were still having this thing with feathers. So the bigger the feather around your neck,
We're not doing
the better,
feathers.
that
You're
kind of
not
thing.
having feathers.
Suits
Go
wise.
for a bird mask, though.
Oh, okay, fair enough then. If you want to do that.
An owl.
Oh, an owl! I like that.
I give a loose description of something that cows would have worn, or I would have been made to wear in the last year or so, but scale it up.
What kind of thing are you thinking?
For
you think
her.
it's okay, yeah. So exactly, yeah, it would have been that. Like I said, clean lines, a mixture of fabrics. It's almost like the contrast between stiff and clean fabric with sort of messy and wavy fabrics.
Chin at the top, right?
Right, she starts with stuff.
Can it be like a bolero-y type, short jacket with long sleeves?
Right, yes. Charlie doesn't know what that is, but
It's like a jacket that kind of goes like this and then it's
all
there you go.
right, I like this.
You've
Yeah.
got a computer right there you could keep.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk destroying the good recording.
And it'd be blues.
blue sky, navies.
Navy, like
Nice,
darker.
lovely,
like,
yes.
Yeah, like starts quite blue and then gets darker at the bottom.
Oh, okay, yes.
Oh,
We'll do some,
Ombre.
got some staining
And a
to
little bit of
do.
floaty at the bottom, you know, with like
Very nice.
Couple of
was just
frills.
watching, like, so pleased.
Frills, yes, can do, yeah.
Can you do embroidery?
It's not a lot of time for embroidery, dear.
Within the time scale, let's say, is it a must-have?
No, I guess.
Okay.
I've watched the Soren B. They can do
So it's
that
not
pretty
just about-
quickly.
I think that she shows you, and it's like a lovely sketch rendition of charcoal on paper of what you're asking for.
The owl is like a black one, like dark coloured.
Okay, yes, right. And you haven't got a mask yet, I'm assuming.
No, that's what I was. Do I have to get the mask separately?
I could probably fashion something together.
I'm sure you could.
Darker, like raveny thing.
Oh, I have to do this now. I'm sketching that out as well.
A raven owl.
A raven owl.
It's the colour of a raven, but it's an owl.
Love
A
it.
cousin of a
okay.
desert owl.
Just to confuse Aura as much as
So
possible.
we've got the navy from the bottom darker up to light, and then a dark mask.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Okay. And for you?
Dark suit, tails, white shirt underneath.
Traditional or
very
doing-
traditional.
Okay, nice, very
A
nice.
small amount of, if you can get some purple in there.
Purple, very nice. A sort of a trim, maybe inside of the lapel.
Yeah, sounds good to
Lovely.
me. Full face mask, black.
Black, any specific design or?
Treat yourself.
Oh, okay. A little flare I'll put in.
But no, keep it simple, keep it fairly tasteful.
Okay, and what kind of fit are we going for? Are you high on the trouser leg, or high waisted,
He's
or
proper getting into it.
You're gonna have to measure like your inside.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Inseam.
Your inseam.
Yeah, make it.
yeah? She starts. She gets like the charcoal behind her ear, bends down,
I look at Freya like, oh fuck.
pulls out the tape measure.
Like a friend.
That's how we measure hands in prison.
No, she measures you up. Doesn't seem to have any response, and seems just as sort of thrilled as she was before. And she's like, you can see her sketching down all the measurements. What is it? What?
Just as thrilled as she was before. It's just a very great turn of phrase
Yeah.
after she's been cupping.
And after the measuring is all done, right, I will have to take a down payment for this.
Oh. How much are we talking?
Well, I mean, she does some numbers.
We've also, don't forget, we've got 200 gold that I still haven't divvied up yet.
Alright, cool. You can cover that then.
No, it's group money.
Well, the garments themselves, I would probably say. I tell you what, I am thrilled to be doing this for this occasion, so I will give you a minor discount.
You are too kind.
Normally, for this kind of thing, we would probably be looking at 50 gold a piece. I'm happy to do that. 50 gold for the dress. We'll throw in the mask, and we'll go with. She does some other sketching purely from a fabric usage standpoint. 45 for the suit, and we'll throw the mask in as well.
That good?
Is that reasonable from...
Yes, because a set of fine clothes would go for around 15 gold.
Mm-hmm.
So tailoring them and making them in a rush,
Yeah.
and they're very fine and very specific garments. Yes, I think
Cool.
50 and 45.
Fine. Down payment would be how much?
We can do half, if you're all right with that.
How much is that? Can't do fucking maths,
So
Charlie.
25 for the dress.
You just want to round it
22
out
and
to
a half.
44 gold, so then it's just
22 and a half.
22 and a half.
Yeah.
Done. I'll
Lovely.
cover it.
These will be ready for the morning.
Tomorrow morning?
No, the morning of the ball.
Jeez, woman.
You'll have to come in. We'll see if there are any snags, and we'll sort them on the morning. But I've got a busy few days. She starts.
Do Dude,
You guys just spend so much money on clothes. You just spend so much money on clothes, holy shit.
Hey, you've set the prices.
Okay, so you guys make your way out the shop. You meet up with everyone in the probably in. You guys are probably making your way back at this point. So what's the next port of call?
Library.
The library.
Okay, is everyone going to the library?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we're kind of going back towards the Mariners Market, can I put my apron and robe down?
Yeah, that's fine. We can say you guys reconvene. You chuck your stuff in your rooms at the Coal and Petal or wherever you're staying.
Yeah.
Are you chucking them at the Coal and Petal, or are you putting them in the hideout?
Probably the hideout.
Okay. Hideout. Everyone else with stuff? You're just keeping it?
Yeah.
It's fine.
We don't have no stuff.
Okay, so you make your way, so you put in Kaz's, and then you all together reconvene, you make your way to the Archivists Guild in the Guild Garden. So as you approach, it's a small building like a pillbox, some of those yellowy shrubs outside, and you walk in, and you see the desk is there, sat behind it is a familiar face of Bolter.
Bolter merch.
Hi, Bolter.
Is like looking down and oh,
This is Stephen Merchant. But
hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to see you this soon, to be honest.
You make me laugh.
Are we alright to go down into the stacks?
Oh, absolutely not. Jeez, no. What now?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Let me just go and we've got a new boss. So yeah, that's awkward. But all right, let me go get him. His name's Henry. He's well.
Such a normal
He walks out. He walks into the back office, and you see a guy come out. He's a full elf, about 5'8".
Full elf.
He's a full elf.
Full elf, yeah.
He's got a very cropped hair on the sides, a quiff on the top, and he's wearing a brass circlet. He's got very stiff, formal brown robes. I am the acting head of the guild, in the absence of Archivist Teal. My name is Henry Ulbria. How can I be of service to you?
Your predecessor had given us access to the stacks whenever we wanted as part of our payment for completing the...
Right.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I saw this in the handover notes. I'm not happy about it.
Well, that's a shame, isn't
I
it?
can call over the alchemist to help her.
Oh, and you know... Oh, I apologise.
Oh, sorry,
You're an alchemist.
I'm allow me to introduce myself. But yes, I'm apprentice Eugene Ballantyne of the Alchemist Guild.
Oh, okay. Well, Dobby, in that case, and you show him your your brooch, whatever it is. Okay, well,
my friends are speaking the truth. We did complete the job.
And I'm sure if you don't want to allow us access to the stacks, well, that would have to change the payment clause of that contract, as this was part of completing the job.
Well, okay. Make a persuasion check with advantage, Eugene and Sentinel.
So I also make one with advantage.
You guys know. Yes, because your advantage is separate to yours.
Okay.
Because your advantage is because you're already. I'm kind of bending the rules there. I should have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
It's fine.
15.
Persuasion, 14.
A 15 and a 14. Well, and Bolter's like, it is true. They did a good job. He's like, okay, Bolter, you can accompany them, and you will get them all the books as standard protocol. And he's like looking at him and ordering him. He's like, yep, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And eventually, you guys are let down. They open it with the big flat key. And you walk through down the steps. Henry goes into the back office, and as you step through, the sky itself, if it's still up, Sentinel, I imagine, goes. And you're in the halls of the Archivist Guild, the library. and he takes you through into the stacks where you sit down at a table. Right in the centre of where the stacks are like semicircular and they sort of ripple outwards. And there's a small desk and tables. There's a vapour lamp that's off. And he sits you down and he's like, right, I guess I've got to do all of this for everyone. So,
actually, shall I head into the alchemy section?
Oh, of course, yes, yeah, obviously. Do you have any gloves? I gave them to you last time.
Yes, I still have my gloves, yes.
Great. All right. Bye.
See you later, bye.
Okay.
Likewise, I guess.
I would like a dictionary.
You got a dictionary. Right, so what we'll do is we will do researching checks and Bolter will help you. So if you guys tell me something that you want information on, and we will roll a check, you probably just give you advantage because you got help from Bolter. And depending on how well you do, you will get either none, one, or two pieces of information. And depending on what I have to offer. Okay, so we'll start this side. Freya, what would you like Bolter to get you?
I would like a dictionary on religious terms.
Okay, so I guess. Are
you even a cleric?
Let's do it this way.
I mean, the amount of deception she's done.
Do as not as specific as possible, but what is it that you want to know about?
I want to know what apoptosis is.
Apoptosis,
and
sorry.
apotheosis.
Okay, so you give him those terms. Apoptosis and apotheosis.
Yep.
What mouthful. All right, roll your investigation check with advantage, please.
God. Hang on. I don't know which dice to use.
Panic.
Oops.
Oh my god. That was a 2 and 3.
Oh no!
You're joking.
You can't even get a dictionary.
What's the total?
5?
Oh no.
No, I want the information.
You're joking me.
Can she do one for the first one and one for the second one?
What we'll say is that's your hour, right? Like, yes, probably 1 hour. Yeah, he comes back, he's like, maybe I spelt it wrong. It's,
Can you double check?
Okay, we'll sort that out in the second hour. So, first hour, who else is looking for stuff?
Oh my god, I can't believe it's an hour.
Yes.
I have 2 things that I want to look up. Should I do one in the second hour and one in the first?
Yeah, if you want to spend more than 1 hour here, yes.
The 1,000 seals.
1,000 seals, okay. Okay, roll that in. It's, investigation check, please.
12.
Okay, very nice. So Bolter spends some time, and every now and again you see him walking in the corridor, and he walks that way, and he comes back, and he's like, no, so he walks off that way. Some thumps of books, and he comes back, and he's got an old book in front of him. He's like, right, weird one, but yes. He places it down in front of you, and for that hour, he points you in the right direction, and he goes to tend to someone else. And what you find out about the 1,000 seals is it's all very esoteric to start with. The tomes that you're reading, the tome that you're given is very... it's not pseudoscience, but it definitely bleeds in. It's like magic and fact, and then possibly into the realm of story. But it's an interesting read, and basically it says to you that the 1,000 seals are written into the entanglement by the last orders of the ones above. It doesn't give you a date. It says that it postdates the Graven Crisis, so it was older than the Graven Crisis. Apologies. Which was 3,000 years ago. The Graven Crisis began. And you find that the seals themselves are said to, although they exist in physical locations, there are physical seals. The nature of breaking them is tied to specific events that have to take place in order to break them. And if that event occurs, no matter how contrived it is, then the seal will break. It is thought that they were moulded at the hand of Septencal.
Hang on. Spell it.
CEP.
That was not how I was starting it. Carry on.
TEN.
CEM.
KAL.
Yep.
It is thought that they were moulded by the hand of Septencal, who is the lawkeeper, to hide the secrets and mistakes in creation of the entanglement. Sticking plaster. And it is thought that these secrets and mistakes were what contributed to the Great Unbinding. And that is your piece of law.
Thank you.
Okay. Who is also looking... Well, we'll go around the table. Did you have something, Ora?
Yeah.
There's Moxie there too.
Yeah.
Oh, apologies. No, it's because we skipped over. It's because we skipped your head, sorry.
Sorry, I did ask if you had anything. You didn't say anything.
No, sorry, I didn't. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Volta comes back, gives a Sentinel the book. Right. Doing a lot of walking.
Getting the steps in. 50.
How long do we have here?
Well, as long as you want, really.
Okay.
Oh, you cheeky.
Yeah, I'm wondering. You don't have any spell books at all? And what's your policy on taking notes and copying things down? Is that...
Well, you can take notes, but
Basically, I'm wondering, can I copy spells from the library into my spell book?
I'm not going to say no, but what he would say is, we've got a section of spells that reference. If we've got it and it's on the shelf, then I don't see why not. What are you looking for? Generally speaking, though, as the archivists or keepers of maps, knowledge, and things like that, we don't have many spells. You're gonna have to speak to. You have to speak to the whispered words. I don't know why I didn't think it was them.
Okay.
Yes, they've got all the good stuff.
Okay. Never mind. One other thing then. Do you have anything on echoes of the dead?
Echoes of the dead. I'll have a look. Roll an investigation check with advantage, please.
17.
Very nice. You get a piece of lore.
Eee.
So he walks around, he comes back. He comes back and he's like, gives you the book. He's like, look, this one's a little bit of a weird one. I found something that might help, but, well, see what you think. And he hands you a book.
Thanks, Potter.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for. This is a tough one because it's not like a specific thing. So you read what you read in the books. It reminds you of some lessons of Batistas that you've had in the past. So what I'll give you is, because this is kind of adjacent to what you've asked him, but echoes. You said echoes of the dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you rolled a 17. So it's what he gives you is a book about the fluxes of magic, and it's basically a theory on the way that magic has been split, and that in Discordia magic is united, and that what they refer to when they start calling them threads or fluxes or what's the word? Not vibrations, oscillations. They call them these many things, and what they say is that as magic escapes the world, it splits and goes other places, and it splits into different affinities and different fluxes, and it can sometimes take the form of threads. And the only thing you get about echoes of the dead is that sometimes powerful magic can leave an imprint in the fluxes. You can cause storms in the flux. It's almost like an echo of an event or powerful divine magic or powerful arcane magic. It could have an influence on the fluxes, that what he refers to as flowing in and out of this world.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Ora.
It's a tough one to ask, I think.
Right. Oh, it sounds pretty serious.
Can I trust you?
Oh, yes. I mean, we don't have a confidentiality agreement or anything, but...
Let's build up.
I'm looking for the Serene Men.
Serene Men.
I was hoping it'd be elves.
So was I.
Serene Men. Okay, all right. He walks off. Roll your investigation check with advantage, please.
Not good. 11.
Just. You get one piece of lore. Well, he comes back with a book that looks like it has been beaten to crap.
If it's got the information I already know in it, I'm going to beat him to crap with it.
It's the first time you guys have been in the library to research. Careful with this one. He gives you some gloves. This was pulled from the desert, as a lot of these are. There you go. Puts it down in front of you. Opens it. It is paper thin vellum. And what you learn is that the Serene, also known as the Unbroken, were warriors of the Oath of Serenity. It is said that they had 2 leaders of note. And this is a tome of histories of the Glass Desert, and it is fucking old. The 2 leaders of note, the lesser was the last king of the Verdaean Empire. They call him the Nameless One and the founder of the Guild of Hunters.
The last king of...
The Verdaean Empire, Verdajan.
And he was the...
founder of the Guild of Hunters. What did you roll? An 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the What was the
The
other
Nameless One was another name for him. And the founder of the Serene, many believe to be a myth, a figment created by the Serene to convince their soldiers of complete and utter commitment. Supposedly a creature of immense power that halted the Edge's expansion. His name was Enforandoran, the anchor of the world. And it is said that Enforandoran fell, and that was it.
Down some stairs. That's all we're talking.
Okay.
Off a stage while he was playing.
I'll let you go first because I've sort of skipped down the corridors to the alchemy section.
Jeans off.
Okay. The library.
I know. What is this place? I don't know if there's going to be anything here, but is there anything? Can I ask Bolter? Is there anything that you might be able to find about like visions and the verdant range?
Visions.
Yeah, as in like when you see something, but it's not actually there. You're somewhere else, but you see.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. And just specifically visions about the verdant range, or.
Yeah. Maybe.
Not sure. Don't know
It
if
doesn't
I'm-
necessarily have to be specific to the verdant range. Just to be honest, this is talking to you as a DM.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how to ask this because I just want to try and find out some information.
Well, tell me what you wanted to find out.
Well, just I'm just trying to work out why I'm getting these like vision things, and it all seems to be connected to like birds and leaves and smells like, I've written down here, smells like the verdant range.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been a memory though, you know, like a memory of the verdant range for you. But
okay, I don't know then.
He's like, oh, I can have a look, but I don't know, you might have to give me a bit more. Or maybe there's something adjacent to it that you're trying to find out, you know? What is it?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I can't help you.
Okay, what about anything to do with Corrupter of Silt and Master of Sorrows?
Okay.
Can you find anything to do with that?
All right,
That
yeah.
might be nothing.
Corrupter of Silt and Master of Sorrows.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, that's good. All right. Goes off. Roll an investigation check with advantage.
That is a 14.
Okay. You get given a book of fairy whispers.
Mm-hmm.
And in the fairy whispers, there are lots of different
You have sense
tales.
to me.
Yes.
Right.
I won't. There's not going to be loads.
Yeah.
So, in the book that you get given, there's lots of different stories, and there is one that mentions silt, but it's in a way that you didn't actually anticipate. It's spelled SYLT,
Mm-hmm.
and it talks about another story called Tiptoe to the Syrinx, SYRYNX, and it says, I did have this written down somewhere, I'll be able to send it to you, but what it says is that the idea of the origin of the species of, or the race of elves is kind of a weird one. People thought that the Basilman elves who founded the Empire were the first elves.
Mm-hmm.
They disappeared during the war with the Vidaean Empire, where because fuck it, there's a history lesson then. So the Isildian Empire used to be called the Basilman Empire, and it split after the Graven Crisis into two factions. One of whom was fully for draconian style control over religion and faith to stop the Graven Crisis happening again, and the other was much more loose about it, and they were like, no, faith is ours to control. The looser governors, the Vidaeans and the Isildians, were the ones we wanted to rule by an iron fist. They went to war. During that war, the Basilmans left, and no one knows where they went. And in the story that you're given, it says that the elves tiptoed off into the Syrinx to become the Silt, SYLT.
Does it explain what the Syrinx is?
Nope.
Does it explain what the Silt is?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Only more questions.
Yes.
I have none the wiser.
I'm sorry.
That's what research does.
Okay. Right, Eugene. You're in the alchemy section all alone.
Yes.
And what would you like
Can
to
I
do?
look for fellow Talina, please?
Sure. So you wander around, and you see her in a far corner. She's got her eyes down, glasses out of view, and she's just writing stuff down very intently.
I'm just going to be that sort of awkward person, just stands next to the person that waits him to realise that I'm stood there.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yep.
Love it.
Okay.
I don't
All
know
to see how long
don't-
it takes her to notice.
You can hear her sort of going.
Okay, maybe I'll sort of like make a little cough sound.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so sorry I
my
startled
goodness,
you.
sorry. Eugene, I didn't notice you there.
No, I say I apologise. I didn't mean to frighten you. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Yes, I didn't think you'd be back so soon. It's only been a couple of days.
Oh no, I know. I just my friends came down to do some research, and I thought it'd be a good time to do some research on my own. Obviously, you look to be quite busy, but I'd love your help looking for a particular book, perhaps.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, I can probably spare a couple of minutes.
I'm so sorry to take you. What are you reading anyway?
Oh, I'm just writing stuff down. It's more boring stuff, really. I'm just trying to
I'm
get...
sure it's not boring at all.
Well, I'm just trying to get into my head different processes for developing different base essences, really. It's
That's
something that I've been
fascinating.
needing to a gap in my skills for
Actually,
a while.
that's not too far removed from what I want to look at, really. I'm looking at something called the Azoth of the Self.
Azoth of the Self. Okay, that's odd. Azoth being a universal soul, then.
Yes, so a type of essence in a way.
Okay, yeah, let's see what we can find. Do you want to roll with advantage? Cool. So you're just looking at Azoth of the Self, right? Or what it means, or what it is.
Oh, like a how-to guide. If there
Okay,
I mean,
sure.
there's not going to be one, but something like that.
See how you roll, because I think like what it is. Oh, I see. You kind of know what it is.
I know what it is, but it's more like how, because you said it has to be
How
really
can you make
specific.
it?
So,
Yeah, fair enough.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
27.
Okay. Yes.
Starts rolling well.
You guys together, you find a very old recipe, and it tells you quite simply that you need to use a modern essence, a modern production of an essence would work. It would need to be either a divine or I would have to check that. It's a divine or one other essence, preferably divine, and it would have to be. You have to add both your blood and something that defines you, whether that is an item, a piece of, it could be. It puts in things like a piece of a favorite book, or, a thing that you're most passionate about, a sacrifice of some sort. So there's almost a loss or a giving of something, a trade. And then when you add that into the essence, the brew, and you create the essence as normal, it will not be a divine essence or the other one. It would be an Azoth of the Self or an essence of the Self.
Cool.
Very nice. Wonder if you have the ingredients to make an essence.
Don't think I do at the moment because I made a healing potion.
Well, we can look them up. Yeah.
I need to collect some more reagents or buy them to make an essence first.
Sure. Okay. Right. So, anyone else? Are you doing more research, or are you heading out?
Any more things I want to research? I didn't get anything yet.
Oh yeah, go on. Okay, Freya. Yeah.
I have another one as well. Anyway, if we want to do 2 hours, that's fine.
Okay. Who else?
Yeah.
Who else wants to do 2 hours, and who's going to be?
Yeah, I've got.
Yes. You three.
Amaya
got one.
won't because
No.
she's still trying to
No,
process.
I
that.
won't, but once it's done, I'll just talk to Selena. So.
Okay. And Moxie?
Yeah, and I just want to ask him. I'll see what book. I'll have a look at what spell books they have. I won't
Sure.
do
Okay.
anything with it, but yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right. Freya.
Okay. Do I do that, or do I do a wild card?
Wild card.
Okay.
Well, that was easy.
I would like. I bet Matt desperately wants to say what those other things are as well.
Balls is like.
Okay. I would like to look up any rumors or myths or stories about figures that appear in rain or clouds or fog.
Okay. So, figures that appear in rain, cloud, fog, in folklore,
Smoke,
and
yeah.
okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. That's relatively straightforward. Roll your investigation checks, please, with
Pick
advantage.
different dice.
Okay. Is this different dice? Come on.
You got this.
Just one, can I guide myself?
Sure.
Yeah, after last time left.
He looks at you like, shouldn't be doing that. There it is.
It's a natural 20.
Oh,
Okay. Right.
Give her
What do
the
I
law.
say?
Give her all the
So you
law.
technically get 2 bits, but it depends if I've got it.
If you want to be nice, the second bit can come from my first question
What was the first question?
about apoptosis.
You got 24.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good trade because I don't have a lot for the natural
With this
20.
investigation, I got 20. Oh no, 24.
Right. Okay. You get on that latter question, you get a book of reports from several fishermen over decades and decades, and it's someone that's collated folklore of the sea. A lot of it's to do with Atolwa, the drowned chorus, and the luck of the depths. But when it comes to that kind of folklore, you're very familiar with it. The superstition of clouds, storms, not talking to whales is a weird one, but there's lots of that kind of stuff. And then you see a quote from a random fisherman who says he does not believe that Atolwa is the true sort of guardian of the seas and all these other spouts of this other stuff. And the way that it's written is that they're coming across as kind of an arse and they're like blasphemous. You know, she's the shining servant. You've got to of the sea. And what he says instead is that we should instead be thanking the fishermen of the world sea and star storm, and that's it. And then because that was not much and you got such a high roll, your first question being about
Apoptosis.
The apoptosis and it was apotheosis. So apotheosis you already know as, from your own knowledge that you kind of deduce yourself, is the act of ascending to godhood. And in his second round, he finds a couple of books that were sort of breaking down the Graven crisis and how did these people do it. They talk about an energy called the Vaul, which is supposedly a rampant and free energy of creation that's separate from magic, and that basically they harnessed it somehow, and through faith and other means that they don't know about in these texts, they managed to create gods from these things. And you see the word apoptosis. It stands for ritualistic death, and it is called the chrysalis. And you see that in this really dodgy book about Gravens. Who next?
Some dark shit.
Yeah, I suppose it's more just like a clarification about spell books and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
The library, yeah.
Well, I say what you say is what kind of thing do you want me to look for?
I mean, I don't think we have much time, so it can't be really all that powerful kind of spells. I don't know, maybe stuff just for protection from intruders.
Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look. Protection.
Protection, sort of a divination stuff as well, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Roll your.
Nothing too offensive.
Sure. So divination or protection spells, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, divination or abjuration.
Those two schools. Yeah. Okay. Roll your checks.
16 plus 7, 23.
Okay. I mean, for that, what I'll say is you can pick from the School of Abjuration or Divination, and as long as a wizard can learn it, you can pick a level 1 spell that you don't have that fits that description. Do you have one on the mind now, or are you going to...
I was thinking alarm.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I took alarm today as well.
Yeah, but he finds...
Do I have 2 hours to copy it down into my book?
Depends on these guys, and if you've got the cash.
I have the cash.
Or probably stay for a bit.
Okay, so you're in your second hour, so it will take you, we'll be here 4 hours total.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
We can lock the shit out of the place now.
Right. Sentinel?
if there's anything on the Enigmora.
Enigmora. Okay, roll investigation.
21.
Very nice. There isn't much. There is. He finds stories of people in the past that have quoted the Enigmora as a patron. They're very few and far between, and you get a sense from these books that they're copies of copies of copies. And it talks about him being a mysterious figure of unknown origin, of unknown affiliation, but there is a question mark over his agenda, and most people think that he is a creature of neutrality. The only thing that they know about him is that he doesn't exist in Discordia, that he has been there has been nothing about him. No sightings, no reports of patronage, not since about 3,000 years ago.
So during the Graven Crisis.
And that's all I got. No worries. Okay. Ora, you looking anything else up?
Yeah. Before I ask this, do I know like anything about the Vidaean Empire and like when that would appear?
Probably not. I think because of your background. Yes.
Can I ask a very quick question off that, which I would have, which is relevant because I would have told people about it. The people on the boat, the dead bodies, had striped hair. Were they Vidaeans?
You would, yes, you knew that, yes. Correct.
Thank you.
So maybe you would know that much if you guys had that in conversation.
I would have said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to look up the last king of the Vidaean Empire.
Okay.
And particularly something with sort of a drawing or a painting.
Okay, sure. Let's see how it goes. Roll investigation.
It's better. 16.
Okay. One thing I will say is there's no paintings, and there is no names. There is no names for him whatsoever. What you find about the Vidaean king is they call the namelessness of him the King Conundrum. Whenever his name is spoken, or whenever it was spoken, the word seems ephemeral. Whenever it's written, the ink bleeds away. No one knows what caused this, but no one knows his name any longer, and it has been removed from all sources everywhere. You'd probably find as well that the war with the Vidaean Empire and the Isildians ended. They were wiped out by a magical plague. It was taught that, and in this book it's written, that it was of their own making, experimenting with forbidden magics, and they call it that. This is something that you may probably not familiar with, but other people may be, is that their hatred spilled out and formed the Void Blight, which consumed them, and those areas still exist. So you can go to the capital, and it's an inhospitable area of the Void Blight. And nothing lives within it. And after that, the Isildians took control, and that has been the way ever since. And that ended the first year of the Discordian calendar, which is about 1,780 years ago. So the calendar and the dates I give you started then. Last one? You looking anything up?
No.
Okay, Eugene, the Alchemy Guild.
So yeah, I'm just talking to Lena.
Did you find out?
Yes, I think this was most useful. Yes.
Oh,
in fact, it was the exact thing. Yes. Mm-hmm. Thank you ever so much for your help.
No, it's a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Yeah.
I wanted to, if perhaps you might not be interested at all, but it'd be nice to get into the laboratory at some point if you wanted to join me. It'd be nice to have a helping hand.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I tend to work alone, but I'm more than happy to. Would it be helping with you with something, maybe?
Yes. I want to try to. I was just looking up making an essence of the self, and I wouldn't mind trying to. I mean, it should be fairly straightforward, and I could do it by myself. But it'd just be nice to work with it. I haven't worked with another alchemist in a very long time. I've obviously been stuck in the desert, and don't get you wrong, I love working with my friends. One friend in particular has helped me make a potion, a healing potion, which was fun. But it's been nice to work with someone,
Sure,
who's an alchemist.
No, I would be happy to help, Eugene. More than happy.
That's really kind of you. Thank you.
That's okay. If you just let me know the time and date that you're thinking, and we can organise that.
Shall I give you my number or yours?
You get a kiss?
I mean, I'm here most days, so I guess you could pop in, but I may be busy, so...
Whatever day works for you. I mean, I'm actually working at the ball, so I'll probably be busy in 2 days' time, I believe, but...
Shall we say after?
Yes, soon after. I don't know how long we may be staying after, but yes, I'd love that. Let's say the day after that, maybe.
Okay, yes, let's do that. I'll pop it in. I'll pop it in my diary. I don't imagine it'll take too long. I can definitely carve that out. Yes.
It's a date, as it were. It's in the diary. It's in the calendar.
Are you? Well, yes, it is technically on a date, and
yes,
that's yes. Right. Well, I better get back to work.
Okay, it was lovely seeing you as always.
Yes, you too. Yeah.
Do you need any help with anything?
No, absolutely fine. Sorry, Eugene, I've just lots on, but I'd love to see you in the lab. I would love to. That sounds lovely.
Cool, I'll leave you to it then. I say bye.
Okay. Bye. She waves.
I wave.
Like, she's like 5 feet away from me, but she waves.
I wave.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a proper, like Skyrim with NPC, sort of how they end sort of conversations. Goodbye. Bye.
Yeah. She goes back to the table, starts working.
No, you hang up first.
So, that's taken you back, we'll say 2 hours, just threes. Moxie's going to be there another 2 hours.
So stay with Moxie.
Okay, so we're going to stay with Moxie.
So I've got other things.
Okay, what's everyone else going to do? It's getting into the afternoon. We've probably got a little bit more time, but is it running out? I know. It's all right. So what are you guys going to do who are not staying at the library?
I'll just kind of follow because I don't really have anything to do there.
Okay.
I mean, I will go back. I do want to look in the lantern. Okay.
So you're going back
but I don't know if I can do that next, like in the morning.
Coal and Petal or...
Coal. Are we saying that the Coal and Petal is safe?
To be fair, actually, if you're going to go back, I might just go check on the Coal and Petal.
I'm going back as well.
I would go check on the Coal and Petal and check that Grumpy and Friendly are okay.
Sure. On
our way back, I'd probably pop into... if there is some sort of alchemical shop to buy reagents. I think I've bought reagents before in Dustmere.
Yes.
Yeah. We don't have to do it today, but...
jot it down for next time.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Because yes, we can do that. Okay. So everyone except Ora and Moxie are heading back.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So
I give Moxie a dagger because I have like 2.
Okay, sure.
You broke yours.
Okay, sure. So...
Okay, Sentinel.
Yeah.
I'll be more careful with this one.
You guys head back to the Coal and Petal.
I go back to Kaz's, but yeah.
You go to Kaz's. The Grumpy is behind the desk, busying herself.
How are things going?
Pretty much business as usual. Bar this morning and last night, but yes, it seems fine.
Cool. Do you need any help?
No, not at all. No, never again.
What do you mean never again?
Well, it's not. It's strictly. I shouldn't really be doing. It was very nice of you, but we are.
Do some cooking?
No, it's fine.
You don't have the cocktail menu, do you?
No.
But the other member of staff.
Please, I don't want to be rude to people. I'm trying my best.
All right then. Can we get Freya, are you with us or have you gone upstairs?
I'm with you at the moment.
Do you want a drink?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, whiskey.
I was going to have the wine cooler, but I don't know if it's on the menu anymore.
I'll do it.
What's your name, by the way?
My name is...
Grumpy.
She's forgotten. Tala.
Oh, wait, you said it was grumpy.
No, that's not what. No, that's not what I said. I didn't, Eugene. You're thinking of another place that we stayed before we were here.
One wine cooler it is.
I'll also take a wine cooler.
Sorry, we're out.
I'll just have a whiskey then, please.
I'll make you a wine cooler for what you did this morning.
Thank
makes
you.
that.
Thank you, Tala.
That's all right. Was it 3 gold? 3 gold. 3 silver, I think it was.
Yeah. Freya,
A
do you
piece.
want
Yeah, just cactus juice
The cactus juice for me. Yeah.
with vodka in it.
They don't have any whiskey, do they?
Sorry, how many in total would that be for? Or are you with us?
Mary's in the
No.
library.
Still-
Sentinel, are you with us? Or are you
No,
with Kansas?
I have something else I want to do instead.
Cool.
But we'll do it next time. So.
How much is that all together for all 3 drinks?
Yours is cactus juice, so...
And vodka.
Oh, and vodka. Probably. No, we'll call it 9 silver.
9 silver.
Thank you. Okay. Right. So, you guys are going to spend another 2 hours in the library. We're running out of time, so...
We can do it next time.
Yeah.
Mine's
Sure.
going to be long, I think.
Okay, well then we'll definitely do it. We'll definitely do it next
And I
time.
need to conspiracy board as well.
Oh, we will be conspiracy boarding.
But are you going to be trying your God's Lantern now?
No, I'll do it in the morning.
In the
I
morning.
want to do it at dawn.
At dawn.
I was
Okay.
going to go see Daddy. That was the.
Oh.
Okay, all right. I think that'll probably take up more of the time we've got as well.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Oh, that lady.
Yeah. We don't know where Royce is.
Yeah.
He's not
so
my daddy.
the next. So yeah, we'll leave it there. You guys are having a drink. It's mid-afternoon. Plans ahead. Tomorrow is the last full day before the ball.
I'll do my lantern in the evening then.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Did you want to give it a go now? Well, it's a bit of a time scale. We'll leave it. Okay. That's why we're in today's session.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.